Hello, great learners. This is Math Theater TV. This is Mr. Innocent. You're seeing this channel for the very first time. Do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post some of these interesting topics. This platform is designed for our grade 12 learners preparing for their Waec and Jamb examination. So today we'll be looking at how to resolve some problems using the logarithm table. So quickly, we have our number and we have our log. Now, the first number we have here is 3.68. Now, to know what your characteristic will be here, you express this in standard form, and that will be 3.68 times 10 to the power 0. So your characteristic here will be 0. Place your decimal point. Then you go over to your 4-figure table. You check for 36 under 8. A little chart I have here now. Check for 36 under 8. You'll see 5658. Now, you have a power here raised to power 3. Now, when you have a power using logarithm table, what you do is that you multiply by the power after you must have looked for the log of the what? Log of the number. So if we do the multiplication here, this will give us 3 times 8, that's 24. 4 carry 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus the 2, 17. 7 carry 1. 3, 6 is 18, plus the 1, 19. 9 carry 1. 3, 5 is 15, plus the 1, that's 16. 6 carry 1. Decimal point. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1, that's 1. That's for the first number. Now for the second, we have 6.705. Good. Also, if we express this in what? In standard form, that will be 6.705 times 10 to the power 0. So our characteristic here is 0. Place our decimal point. Then over to the 4-figure table, we check for 67 under 0. 67 under 0 gave us 8261. While the difference is what? 5. And difference 5 is 3. And usually we add the difference to the log number. We add the difference. So 3 plus this will give us 8264 when we add the difference. Now in logarithm, the rule is that when we are multiplying, we do what? We add. So addition here for the numerators will give us 8. Yes, 13. 3 carry 1. That's 10. 12. 2 carry 1. That's 14 plus 1, 15. 5 carry 1. 1 plus 1, that's 2. Now, this is what we have from the what? From the numerator. From the numerator. Now, let's go back to the denominator. Denominator, we have 0.3581. Now, what we do here for the denominator, also, if you want to express this in standard form now, the decimal point will move one step forward. So that will give us 3.581 times 10 raised to the power minus 1. And in log, we call that what? We call that bar 1. Then place our decimal point. Then go to your logarithm table, check for 35 under 8. 35 under 8 give us 5539. Then difference 1 is 1. And we usually add the difference. So when you add the difference to this, that will give you 5540. 5540. Now, but what we have here, we also have what? The fourth root of this. And when you have root, it simply means you should divide. But when you have power, it simply means you should multiply. So that means we're going to divide this number now by what? By the root number there, which is what? 4. Now the challenge here will be, how do I divide the bar 1 by 4? So what we do there is this. We introduce a multiple of this 4, and look for a number to add to it that will give us what? Minus 1. The multiple of 4 we can use there. You agree with me that what? Minus 4 plus 1. No, sorry. Minus 4 plus 3. Rather, minus 4 plus 3 should give us what? Should give us minus 1, which is the bar 1. So we replace this one with what? With bar 4 plus 3, then 0.5540. Okay. This 2 should give us back this. Now we do this so that we're able to carry out what? The division. So if we divide this now, let's go over to this side of the board. If we divide this now, the 4 divided the bar 4 will give us bar 1. We have our decimal point. Now 4 into 3, that will give us 4 can go into 3. So what do? We use the 35 So 4 into 35, we go 8 times, which is 32, with a remainder of 3. 4 into 35, we also go 8 times again, with a remainder of 3. 4 into 34, we also go 8 times again, with a remainder of 2. And 4 into 20, we go 5 times. Now, this is the outcome for what? For the denominator. Remember, we've already resolved our numerator and it gave us this. Now, the sign separating the numerator and the denominator is what? Is division sign. And in logarithm, when we're dividing, what do? We subtract. So we're going to be subtracting the denominator value from the numerator value. Now, if we bring that together now, this is the value for the numerator, 2.5238, and that's the value we got now after resolving the denominator. We have about 1.8885. And the rule says if you're dividing, we should what? Subtract. Now we're going to subtract this. Now 8 minus 5 will give us 3. 3 minus 8, that will be possible. We borrow 1 from here. Here becomes 13. 13 minus 8 will give us 5. Then borrow 1 from here, that will be 4. Put it here, that's 1. That's 11 minus 8, that's 3. Then here's 4. We borrow 1 from here, we have 1 remaining. We put the 1 here, that will give us 14. 14 minus 8, that will be 6. Then while here, we have 1 minus by 1. So just like saying 1 minus minus 1. The two negative sign will give us positive. So invariably becomes what? 1 plus 1. And here becomes what? 2. So this is what we have from the subtraction of the denominator from the numerator. So the next stage now is to what? Is to find the antilog of this number. Antilog of this number. And in looking for the antilog, you usually work with what? With the mantissa, not the characteristic. You work with the mantissa. So if you go to your antilog table now, you check for 63 under 5. If you look from the chart I have here, 63 under 5 gave us what? 4315. Then under difference 3, 63 under 5 give us this. Then difference 3 is 3. And usually we add the difference. So 5 plus 3, that's 8. That's 1. That's 3. That's 4. Now the question now is, what role does the characteristic play? After looking for the antilog of what? Of the mantissa, what you simply do now is that you add 1 to the what? To the characteristic. So if we add 1 to this, that will give us 3. That will give us 3. Then from your left-hand side, you move 3 steps forward and you insert your decimal point. You add 1. Anytime it's time for antilog, you look for the antilog of the mantissa. Then when you get your value, you add 1 to the characteristic. Move from what? Move from your left-hand side, not from your right, from your left. That same number of steps. So if you add 1 to this, that's 3. So if we move 3 steps forward here, 1, 2, 3, our decimal point will be here. So the answer to this problem is 431.8. And this is how we handle questions using the logarithm table. So if you've gotten any value from today's lecture, please, one more time, why not give us a thumbs up and do subscribe. And most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post some of these questions you're expected to see in your forthcoming Waec and Jamb examination. So thank you for your time. So until I see you in our next lecture, this is Math Theater TV. Don't forget, your success is my delight. Peace.